What's up, everybody? Mike here, and obviously working with my partners at Lexus. Got my hands on a 2021 Lexus IS 350 F Sport DHP dynamic handling pack, and this is something that I'm going to be working on for the next few months, modifying a bit and taking you on a little short journey on what can be done with this car and just how good it is. And this morning I woke up, you can see I'm where the mountain's about to take up, and I just came from over here. I'm in somewhere in Delania, and I'm actually right here, Lake Winfield Scott Recreation Area. So for those that are in Atlanta that like driving, this is a part that we come to have some really cool mountain runs. And we saw this, and my wife and my kid are in the car too. So yeah, getting a little bit of everything. So I'm taking some photos of the car. We got the winding road, we got the waterfall, and then a nice creek. So yeah, I've taken it through its paces. If you know, obviously I've modified the first 2021, the blue one, but I didn't really get to drive it too much, and I couldn't say anything because of the press embargo, and it was out of my hands pretty much, making its rounds when everything was done. So I am here to say I'm actually really impressed with the car. Obviously, when the first video came out and it showcased the new Toyota and Lexus racetrack in Japan, and forgive me for not remembering, but Shimanoa, I think it's called. So they're showing obviously the IS and all the handling prowess and everything that's been done. And yeah, it looked great, but I was like, maybe it's a little, maybe it's marketing, maybe it's what I do. But I'm here to say I'm actually extremely well and pleasantly surprised with how good this car handles. I've always loved the IS, first gen, second gen, third gen, and this is a refresh of the third gen. In the mountains, this car was remarkably composed. The brakes were fantastic. The tires were really, really solid. This has a staggered setup, so you got a nice meaty 265 in the back, believe it or not. And it was just great. I stayed in the seat. I didn't really swing around. I mean, you could tell how well balanced the car was, and that's what my wife said. She's like, wow, this car, and she's not an enthusiast, but for her to say, wow, this car was comfy to ride in, was great. And she also made a comment on she felt good in it because it was compact, because cars keep getting larger and larger each generation, and sometimes even with all the electric doodads we add, it's just hard to overcome that physical size. Well, the IS didn't really grow too much in length, so it's a really good size. It's still somewhat of a compact, right under I think about 184 inches long. The GS was about 190, so 6 inches shorter, and actually makes a really, really good difference in the mountains. Really composed. That's what I liked. It was flat, composed. Driving around, you can't really tell that around town, like in the car. So I think for those that are near the mountains, you really got to take your car, this IS, to the mountains. It was utterly superb. One negative I'm going to say, to me, I do wish the transmission was a little faster. I know it's not a full F model or whatever might possibly come. The transmission to me was a little laggy when I was downshifting and upshifting, but I know it's not a full F model, so this is to be expected somewhat. But I do wish maybe there's something that could be changed in the future to make it a little bit faster with those shifts. What I do know is that's a robust transmission, and it's gonna last as long as anything. All right, everybody, I'm gonna shut this down. Again, 2021 Lexus IS 350 F Sport DHP. You're gonna see DHP a lot from me. Dynamic handling pack. What that means is you get the limited slip, those forged BBS wheels, which are actually a fantastic looking stock wheel, 19 inch in size, staggered. And yeah, here in North Georgia, beautiful North Georgia. And my first video of the 2021 that I haven't named yet. Follow me on Instagram if you're not. Hit that subscribe button, and thanks for following.